Hey there, it's Melanie from Chasing Fi. And today I am just doing a quick update on our rental property search. We have located a property that we really want in Oak Park, Michigan. And on Friday, my brother in law is going to be kind enough to give us a walkthrough. He's going to FaceTime us and just walk us through the house. It looks really good. It's a 3 bedroom, 1.5 bath, cute little ranch, and it's located in the perfect spot, exactly where we want it in Oak Park. It's on the far end, and it's in the middle of shops, great neighborhoods, the best school district in the area. So we really want it. Now, this is obviously a sought after area. So we're hoping to get in and get it before there's a bidding war, because in that area, I guess that, people have been kind of very aggressive when it comes to these houses, because, like I said, this is like the perfect spot to live, in my opinion, in this area. So we will see. We'll do a little video tour, and we're going to see what the agent says that is representing this property. I'm hoping that, maybe my brother-in-law can kind of work a little magic so that we can get an offer in on Friday after we view it. It looks really clean, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for turnkey, and this would definitely be that. Rents in the area are really good. Rents in the area range from about 1,700 to 2,100, which is great. I mean, fantastic. The price of the house is 209. So, I mean, like, that'd be good cash flow, and it'd be a good return on our investment. So we're hopeful that this could be our second rental property to go along with the one that we have in Utah. In addition to that, we've been working out all the paperwork on the back end with our cash refi and all that stuff. You just have to send them like everything, statements from your mortgage, all this stuff, which is fine. But we don't need any of the money from the cash refi for this first house. We actually still have a significant savings, which is wonderful. So we are going to just pull the down payment from that, and we'll be totally fine. We're hoping that the cash refi comes through. It probably realistically won't be coming through for another week or so, I'm guessing. I don't know. But like I said, you just got to send in everything that you've ever, like tax stuff, mortgage statement, all this good stuff, your W-2s, all that, which is fine. I understand they got to check everything. But when you're anxious, it's hard because you're like, oh, I'm ready to get this thing going. But we're more anxious about this house in Oak Park. We're hoping that we can get that and get going, because now obviously it's winter in Michigan, although right now it's been pretty mild recently. There's always somebody who their lease is up in January or whatever, and they need a place to go, and we're hoping to be able to just, get the property, get some new paint on it, maybe just make sure everything's in good order, and get a property management company to get it rented out as soon as possible. So that's best case scenario. Worst case scenario really isn't a worst case scenario. It's just, hey, if we don't get this house, then we just go on to another one. There are several houses in this area that would be great. Some of them, the tricky part about this area is that when I was growing up, which was obviously a while ago, but when I was growing up, the school district for the town was good, or at least decent. It wasn't like, the best in the state or anything, but it was good. Well, now things have changed, and this particular town has been split into 3 different school districts. So students can go to the local school district if they live in a certain area, or then there's another one in the next town over that they can go to. But then the one that we are trying to get houses in their school district, that's the best one. And obviously that's the most desirable one because of the school district. And if you can get it in this town, in Oak Park, the taxes are going to be lower than they are in Berkeley, where the actual school district that you want is located. So this is like this is ideal because you can get a nice house, great neighborhood, lower taxes, but you benefit from this great school district. So that's what we have going on. In addition to that, I have been working on building up, well, kind of rebuilding my writing business. I did neglect it a bit over the summer. I lost my, I don't know. I guess that I tried to do too much too fast, and this is something that I'm trying to pace myself with rental properties because I don't want to fall into the same trap with this. But sometimes I get really excited and I start to do things way too fast. As an author, you need creative juices to be writing these stories and things like that. So when I look at my trajectory, in 2019, I published my first book, and that was a book that I started writing back when I lived in Michigan, like 2007-ish, maybe. I started writing that, maybe even earlier than that. I had ideas for it, and I just jotted down some things. But that book, I didn't work on it all the time. I kind of like set it on the back burner and things like that. That book, I did not publish it until 2019. So that tells you that like it was on the back burner. I didn't think it was good enough. I was constantly rewriting it. I was in this cycle. And like my first book, Lives Lived, I started writing that New Year's Day, 2005. Technically, that book still isn't out. It probably, I don't know what's going to happen with it. So I don't want to say it's never going to be out. But I used to have this habit of I needed to polish the writing to the point where it was perfect, and it's never going to be perfect. This was an issue. But you can also have the opposite issue where you're trying to rush too fast to write things and get them out. And I think that I kind of ran into that a little bit where I had to go back and maybe polish some of the books that I had written, go back in and look at them and get a second edit, things like that. And so now I'm at this point where I'm just learning more about my pace of writing. And with that in mind, now I'm trying to re-engage my audience and just share with them that this is a creative endeavor. Some people can put out 5, 6, 7, 8 books a year. But for me, I think that my pace is more like I'm probably going to be putting out a book, maybe 2 a year, because I like for the ideas to marinate. Now, my book business still continues to bring in money every day, which is great. But I want higher quality for my readers. So like the book I'm working on now, I had a finished manuscript, but I don't like it. So I'm starting over. And that book probably won't be out for several months. Initially, that book was going to be out in August. So you can see that I really overestimated my, creative drive, I guess, or I was rushing that creative drive. So my books are a stream of income that I don't, I used to be under this impression that, I got to be a 6-figure author, things like that. And I would like that eventually, but I'm taking the pressure off of that. That is a stream of income that I'm happy to have, but it also is a creative outlet for me. And it's a dream of mine to write and publish books. In the meantime, I'm obviously building up streams of income in other ways. So it takes the pressure off of my creative stream of income, which is why the first book in my series is free, because it's not just about, hey, I want to make a ton of money. I really just want to share stories with people. I love stories. So yes, Who She Was, Sylvia Wilcox Mysteries, book 1 is free. So that's what we have going on. We also are preparing for the holiday. Like I said, we're not doing gifts, and it actually feels really great. I'm not feeling any stress about the holiday. We put up our tree, which is, it's kind of like that Charlie Brown tree, if you've ever seen that. Christmas trees weren't in the best shape this year, but we put it up, we decorated it. It's nice. The lights are pretty, and we are going to prepare for our nice prime rib dinner on Christmas Day. Other than that, we're just hanging out and enjoying and looking forward to 2022 and knowing that it's going to be a phenomenal year. So that's what's going on here. I hope everyone is doing well. if you like this type of thing, me just sharing my imperfect journey to financial independence, give it a like. Please subscribe and hit the little bell, and I'll see you next time.